Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. This is a tips guide for new players. Some things I've been thinking about that I wish I knew before I started playing. I hope this makes things easier for the newbies who are wanting to go to war. Let's get into it. From the main menu, if you go to multiplayer and then go to community, I feel like these are the better servers. The official ones are not great. Community, and then I do low 50 and then public. And then if I want to do vanilla or modded, I'll just cycle through these. But vanilla, and got some full servers here, so we'll have to sit in a queue in order to get into them, but just double click on it and then you'll start joining it. For modded servers, this little puzzle piece that just shows it's a modded server. Let's say we want to play this one. If we double click on it, it'll show stuff that's needed to download for this server. So just let it sit, it'll go through and download everything. Uh, I've noticed sometimes it'll give me some errors, so I'll have to hit R occasionally to retry. But once they're all loaded up, you will definitely get into the queue. Alright, let's go to the battlefield. So to get better weapons and gear, you have to have a higher rank. So to get a higher rank faster, make sure you are setting your objectives. So we're going to cap this Vermont when we're going to click it, and we're going to hit accept, and we'll get bonus points for capping that whenever we get there. You'll get a lot more experience to increase your rank. So definitely do that. So boom, it's the beginning of the match. Just sitting in this truck and going to these points to cap. And my rank is already a sergeant. I think we've capped like 3 bases, so in the beginning, doing those objectives really boosts you up and gets you to where you need to be. Whenever you see bodies, run up to bodies and just collect all this shit. They don't need it. Grab the grenades, grab the morphine, grab the bandages, the tourniquets, grab all the meds you can. It's a cheaper alternative than buying them. So just grab them all, grab the grenades. Whenever you are on bodies and stuff, if you middle mouse button, it'll open up those items, and then you can right click to bring it straight into your inventory, and then right click it to drop it out of your inventory as well. Alright, so we're going to get a M4, we're going to get a silencer and a red dot. I'm going to drag the red dot on, and you'll see the silencer does not go on. If you middle mouse button on the M4 and then right click the flash hider, we'll right click it again to drop it, but then you can drag the silencer on, and then your M4 has a silencer on it. I know the M16 with the M203 can get the silencer, but the M4 variant cannot, so it's just got to be the standard M4 to get the silencer on it. So when you have everything you want, you got your guy all geared. If you do save loadout, on the top right it'll show you how many supply cost points it takes to spawn with this loadout. Whenever you go to your map, you'll look at locations, and they gotta have enough supply points to spawn there with your loadout, and then also an arsenal as well. So a lot of these do have a lot of stuff, but some of them don't, so you'd have to spawn as a standard loadout. Alright, so your hotkeys, you got 6 for bandage, 7 for tourniquet, and 8 for morphine. I honestly rarely ever use the tourniquets. I have them just in case, but I usually just go with the bandages, and then I'll dose up with some morphine. But say you get chopped up or cut, you hit tab, you'll see that this little bleeding icon is a moderate bleeding thing, and it will kill you over time. So you can tourniquet it, or you can just go to your bandage and then hit R, and then it'll bandage it and stop the bleeding. Alright, so you'll see that the bleeding icon is gone now. And then if you left click, it'll just be like, hey, you need morphine to actually heal these completely. So we will get our morphine out with 8, and then R to inject the morphine. And then if you go back to tab, you'll see it's blue, so it is improving. It might take a few morphine shots to fully get it healed, but yeah, morphine is amazing. If you're not gathering meds from bodies, you're a fresh spawn or something, if you go to the main tent, you run in here on the left side, there'll be a bunch of bandages and tourniquets that you can grab for free. There's some ammo in here as well, but it's weird ammo. Alright, again, you're not picking up meds off dead people. If you find these med tents at bases, these do have to be built. But if you run in and look at the med crate in here, you'll be able to get bandages, tourniquets, morphine, and saline solution kits. In vanilla servers, I've never had to use the saline solution, so I honestly just stick with bandages and morphine. In the modded ones, I've used the saline solution quite a bit, but vanilla, you don't need it. The radio, if you press G, the bottom one is usually set to the team radio, so this is every single person on your team. And then the top one is your squad radio, so specific squads, you can communicate with them. They can even communicate with you specifically. This little icon next to the channel means the active one. So whenever you hit caps lock to talk to this channel, it'll go to this one. If you left click the bottom one, go back to G, you'll see the icons down there now. Definitely don't use the team comm as a prox chat or a squad chat. It is very annoying. Your prox chat is double clicking T, and then it will lock it in, and then if you press T again, it'll unlock your prox chat. You can hold T to chat real quick, so whichever one you prefer. With the squad channel one, if you want to talk to a specific squad, if you press M to pull up your map, say you want to talk to the squad, it's a 53.5 megahertz, so we'll go to G, and then we'll scroll all the way to 53.5. It does take a lot of scrolls to get there, unfortunately. And then just left click, and then if you hit caps lock, you'll be able to talk to that specific squad. If it's an annoying chat thing, I'll just scroll all the way up to get out of all the radios so no one's talking. Or you can actually pull out your radio, hold R, and then you'll have a turn off icon, so you can turn it off completely if needed as well. A lot of you are going to be lost for a little bit until you get familiar with the map, but if you run into a town and it's just a white sign, levy, that means you're entering this town, and then if there's a red slash through it, it means you're leaving that town. So you can see levy, go to your map, and you'll be like, oh, I'm in levy, and use your compass to kind of figure out your bearing and everything. Whenever you are in your map, if you open up the compass, this little black line is where your character is facing. The Russian one's a little different, it's a little bit more confusing, but for the US side, this little black line will show the direction you're in, and if you need it another time, which I only use it whenever it's nighttime and I'm trying to figure out when the sun's going to come up. Alright, vehicles do need fuel, so if you pull up to these refuel stations, these do have to be built at the bases. If you hit M, there's also civilian gas stations on the map where you can fill up as well if needed. It'll be a gas station icon on the map though. But you would just find where the refuel is and just pump it in with F. And it is full. These can blow up, so be careful. Alright, so say your person is too exposed in this window. If you use your control and mouse scroll wheel, you'll be able to change your elevation. It will go into the crouch animation and then also the prone animation, so be careful if you're using it. Say you need to be a little quieter. If you are moving and you scroll your mouse wheel all the way back, you'll go a lot slower and be a lot quieter. You can change it while you're moving as well. Do not forget to use your binoculars as well if you don't have some kind of scoped weapon or something. So B and then right click. Use this a lot. It is so good. You can also do rolls whenever you are in prone. If you use your lean buttons, you'll roll in that direction. Also be very careful of barbed wire. Barbed wire will mess you up. You'll use all your bandages, so be careful. Whenever you're on the 50 caliber and you're looking left and right and it doesn't go more, if you use A and D on your keyboard, you'll be able to spin this around.